soldiering on for you.
Yes, that's
Making
right.
sure we get some content before the storm hits.
That's right. We could be at the grocery store loading up on toilet paper and milk. But
That's
no,
right. That's right.
we are right here producing this video for your entertainment. Coming to you almost live from the Beer to Whiskey Studios high atop Barley's Tap Room on Washington Street in downtown Greenville, South Carolina. I'm Russ Heaps. This is Beer to Whiskey, and this is one of our Big John in 5 episodes. And that's where I get my good buddy, Big John Richards, sitting on the other end of the dais, to pick a beer from one of Barley's 72 taps or one of the probably 50 or 60 different cans and bottles that they've got. We sniff them, we sip them, we kibitz about them. John tells us a little bit about the brewery. Sometimes we even learn a little bit about brewing. And of course, we get to drink a lot of beer. So that's always a good time. Sitting between John and I is E. Randall Porter. And if you've watched some of these, we've got an Ohio brewery playlist that he's done several of, and we've got blind whiskey tastings that he's part of. So he's actually in town because Barley's biggest little beer fest was supposed to be this Sunday. We've got a freak storm coming in. So poor Ports is going to have to come back for the 29th of January when it's been rescheduled. But anyway, that's why he's in town. He's from Dayton, Ohio. He's a fraternity brother of mine.
We're soldiering on for you.
Yes, that's
Making
right.
sure we get some content before the storm hits.
That's right. We could be at the grocery store loading up on toilet paper and milk. But
That's
no,
right. That's right.
we are right here producing this video for your entertainment. Big John, what do we have in front of
We have
us?
Founder's beer in front of us today. Founder's Solid Gold Premium Lager. I thought this would be a fun one to start. You thought this would be
I
a
thought
fun
it
one
would
to start
be.
the day off with, and I agree.
It's a really nice, I think 4.3 percenter.
Yeah, 4.3, 4.4.
Yeah, very sessionable
Yeah.
lager, and it's quite tasty because it's from Founders.
Right.
What else would it be? But
And speaking of which, I mean, those guys are still brewing great beer up there, and I think so. They're one of the breweries that has at least partially gotten gobbled up by one of the bigger conglomerates. San Miguel is the majority owner of Founders now, but as far as I know, it's still the same brewing team that opened the brewery 35 years ago.
let's hope it is.
In Grand Rapids, and they're still brewing great beer either way.
Right.
So, fun stuff coming out of there, and this obviously is their, sort of session product to compete with the American lagers,
Right.
and compete it does. It's really light, it's clean, it's
It's a beautiful color.
just a tiny bit of bite. It's clear as a bell. It's a beautiful, beautiful color, but just super easy, accessible, sessionable, all those things those weird words we like to throw around. So might as well get into it before we get to too many words.
Let me just toss you a softball,
Oh,
John.
all right.
How would you compare this to a hazy beer?
It's not a softball, Russ. You hate it when I talk about hazy beers.
John is not a hazy beer fan.
No, well, it's not that long ago that we were making fun of brewers because they couldn't find out their beers properly, and they throw in hazy beer on the market because they didn't know how to finish their beer. And now everything's got to be hazy. And I swear, Rudy, man, if somebody tries to make a hazy pilsner, I'm going to burn the whole place to the ground.
There you have it. What do you really think? Strong letter to follow.
Indeed.
Well, let's give this a little
Yeah.
try here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well,
Close enough.
text Miss Lily.
Close enough.
I'm not used to having to reach this far to clink glasses.
And in some cultures, it's good luck, and it's expected to slosh up your little windy tears.
Well,
Prost.
Prost.
wow, that is so clean.
Yeah.
Crisp, clean, but it does have a little bit of a little bit of an IPA, a little bit of a
There's
grapefruit ting to
touch
it.
of a little bite on the finish.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 20 IBUs, so they've used some amount of hops in there, but not enough to really give it any sort of real bitterness. There's just that little citrusy,
I was
sort
gonna
of-
say, there's a little citrus.
a little
Yeah.
twang
Yeah,
on the finish.
very
of it.
light.
Yeah, but it's a clean, very dry beer. I don't know. I don't remember if they used any adjunct ingredients in this or not, but it's got a great body to it. It's
Right.
still got some texture,
I could drink this all day
and that's
long.
100% the point. Is that you should be able to put these on your boat or put them on your back deck or whatever, and just knock them back.
Right. And
So this could be categorized as a crusher.
yes, it's crushable.
Yes.
It's very crushable. And it's a year round, right?
It's a year round, and it's priced well. I mean, Founders has been able to do that where these things come in at most places $18 for a 15 pack, so you're basically paying $1 a beer like you would for the big guys.
Right.
So might as well get something that tastes good.
Yeah, and this certainly covers that, checks that box.
Right. Yeah, I love, and as you can see, the lacing on the glass too, so you can tell there's some it's probably hop oils that are doing that with those 20 IBUs that are giving you that little bit of the proteins, the hop oils. Either one will contribute to holding that lace together,
Right.
and it's two things: evidence of a good beer and evidence of a clean glass. So, I want both those.
Well, that's good. Anything else pop into your head?
No, just glad to be able to report that good beer is still being produced. It's out there. You just go find it.
Yep, exactly.
And we're here to help you.
It's the whole point of this. Well, not drinking beer. That's
Well, yeah, well, absolutely. It's helpful when we can orient the compass needle,
Yeah,
at least for the
it's-
first couple of hours.
It gives us a really good excuse to start drinking about noon.
Yeah.
So
The famous
Here's to
words
that.
of, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
yeah.
Right.
Cheers.
So damn lucky. See you next time.